Hey everyone. So I have not done one of these for a while, and I don't know. I haven't intended to take as many big breaks, but I'm always kind of not sure what to talk about, or I know what to talk about, but I don't want to put the time into creating an outline and things like that. So I am going to try to do this as a single take without writing an outline first, and just try to get in a habit of doing it more frequently and a little bit shorter, less polished, all that stuff, just to try to ship more of this kind of stuff. So I'm reading a book right now that's talking about shipping creative work. And one of the things that we encounter a lot, this resistance, as the author calls it, is this idea that when we're trying to produce something, to make something, whatever, we have a tendency to want to refine it, make it better, try to make it perfect before we're ready to ship it or, send it out. And so I'm trying to use this now as a way to fight against that resistance and just put something out that's not going to be polished and perfect. And yeah, hopefully it gets better over time. So one of the things I've been thinking about that I wanted to share with everyone is this idea of offense and defense. So as some of you maybe know and maybe others don't, we're still in the US. We haven't gotten to Myanmar. My guess is we won't have any sort of way of getting there until we get a vaccine at this point. That's kind of what it's looking like. Things could change, but that's what we're thinking. And, it's just getting to be really just wearisome, not doing the things that we thought we were going to do, just kind of being stuck on the night shift. So it's, like 5 p.m. right now. And, we just woke up not that long ago. And especially now, it's just dark all the time. So it gets tiring. So one of the things like Nicole's struggling, especially trying to teach at a new school, teach cross-culturally, teach remotely, like third graders on a computer all day, like it's crazy to me. And so we've been really, to be frank and honest, it's been a really tough valley in struggle for us in a lot of different ways. And so we've been trying to process with a lot of our friends and mentors and just great influences that we're blessed to have in our life. And one of the things that I've kind of been toying around with or processing in my head is this idea of like an offense versus defensive approach. And lately we've been playing, at least the way I look at it, I think it feels like we've been playing heavy defense. So, we're struggling right now. Like there's a lot of things that we wouldn't prefer or, not going the way we want it. And it's rough. And so we're trying to figure out, how do I get myself in a better mindset? How do I figure out how to get through this and shape up my mind and everything else? And it's just like every time you kind of plug a hole, like plug a leak, another one springs, and you're just constantly going around trying to plug stuff. And so it reminds me of growing up, like playing chess with my dad. He's one of the things I remember him used to say is the best defense is a good offense. And so I'm trying to think through what that looks like for us, and maybe not focused quite as much, because I think we have that base covered of focusing inwards and how can we do things better internally, but how can we still, even in a difficult season, how can we still think about other people? How can we still give? How can we take a more offensive or aggressive approach to really this situation, which this is a different topic, but spiritual warfare that I think is really weighing heavy on us right now. So so I don't have a whole lot of specific things I don't want to talk about there, but I just wanted to share and get something out there of this idea that we're currently in process of thinking, okay, we've been really heavy on the defensive side. How do we kind of shift and focus more on being aggressive, being offensive, fighting back or punching back, and not necessarily believing the lies that are so prevalent and easy to believe when you're in one of those valleys that come in life, and the enemy likes to pick at those things and poke at those things, especially when you're down. And whether it's feeling like you're not worthy or you're not useful, there's a lot of really what do you say, there's a lot of tidbits in there, little things that the enemy can get a hold of, footholds. And so rather than focusing on how do I shore up those footholds, focus how can we punch back and fight back and be more aggressive. So again, not super polished, and I'm trying not to say things like and all that, but I'm trying to produce more and ship more and not make it so polished so that I get more of those out there, because I really do like sharing thoughts, and we've been processing a lot of things. This is just one thing that's just been constantly coming up in my mind over the last couple of weeks, and I wanted to record something quick and dirty. I'm in the garage right now, obviously, so it's nothing fancy, but yeah, I just wanted to, just share some of this and get more thoughts out there more frequently. So love to hear from you all. If you have any questions, let me know, and I can touch on different topics more specifically if you have it. So thanks for checking in. We appreciate you guys.